Hey guys, it's Liv here, bringing you guys another Showdown live on the channel. I decided to do another one of these today, to be honest, just because I had a couple other things I was like thinking of doing, but none of which I really had like a full plan, I guess, to go with. So I didn't really want to do that. I have a discussion video coming up tomorrow anyway, so I didn't want to do another one today, even though I had a topic I could have done, I guess. But yeah. So with that said though, if you guys do enjoy this, of course, leave a like down below. Today we're gonna be taking on the National Dex tier. And I brought a different team than I would have probably normally done. Now normally I'm not the biggest fan of Blissey on the ladder, but I saw this atrocity actually, and I have to kind of cover this because it kind of gives basis as to why I actually did this. So you go to the National Dex viability rankings. If you look at the S rank tier, there is Blissey here. And now I'm not going to confirm or deny whether I think Blissey's good or not. I will quickly say, it's proven a lot better than I thought it would have been on paper. But the fact that Blissey is S rank in any metagame was gross to me. And that's not to say that I think that it's bad, because as I said, I think it's actually been very good on the team. I did a few test runs with it just to make sure it was worth it. But I kind of had to cover this in a video. Because thinking of a meta where Blissey of all things is top rank, if we even just pull up the regular OU viability rankings, because I think that as a comparison, and again, not to say like how much of a difference this makes, but we go like Blissey's A rank here, and that's, to be fair, there are a lot more special threats at the top. If you see like Megalodias, for example, right up there, as you can see, Magirna is up there in both, to be fair. But if you look at stuff like Ash Gren is here, which is a phenomenal check too, just sort of stuff like that. Spectre as well, it's a phenomenal check too. So it's a check to a lot of things, to be honest. So we're going to be using a Blissey team, mostly just as it, because I felt like that kind of seemed like fun. So the thumbnail will probably be something with like Blissey just like zoomed in super heavy and all that. Okay, so Rillaboom, we fight Rillaboom. Rillaboom is honestly one of the most annoying monsters of this team. Even though I have a Zapdos, it's just been super annoying to play around. Especially Rillaboom Mag, it's just been a really annoying core to play around. We're not too high in the ladder, as you can see. We're still in the 1200s. We're higher than I thought. Okay, so actually we get a forfeit one off bat. Okay, so yeah, this is the portion of the ladder we're usually just in any sort of ladder, like the high 1200s, like mid, like 1400s. You get a lot of forfeits. I don't know why, you just do. Okay, we can probably lead off with Weavile here. But yeah, so I don't really play a ton of National Dex. I really only play it when I have an idea for a video, and I just happened to be like, hey, you know what, let's do some National Dex today. And I was like, oh, okay, we're doing Blissey today because there happens to be an S rank Blissey there, and I need to prove whether it is or isn't. Because I feel like that Blissey probably, while it's still really good, I don't know if S rank is where I would put it. I mean, obviously, I don't play it a lot in that deck, so maybe I'm wrong in that. But that's personally, yeah, okay, we're gonna. They haven't joined back. Okay, we're gonna try one more game, and if this happens again, I'm gonna try and pause the video until I get a game that's actually gonna let me lead. Okay, beautiful. So we're gonna try leading off with Chomp here. I think Chomp is stupidly free. We can probably go for just Z outright on most leads. The only exception would be for uni leads, I'll go for an SD. T-Tar, okay. So we can just go for EQ on this. No reason not to. We'll just EQ. Pretty free. Yeah, timer's on. We're still waiting for that. 30 seconds left. Okay, finally it's counting down. Okay. So yeah, Earthquake is super free here. The only switch on is Zapdos, which we just go for a max edge versus, which is great. Mega T-Tar. Oh no, I'm so much more scared of that. I actually took it really well. Holy shit. But it's okay, because it didn't do any back. So we'll take that. Yeah, as I said, my opponent's switching is literally their Zapdos. So I don't really have a worry. Bro comes in, perfectly fine. We just go hard into our Zapdos here. Even if they teleport into like Drill or something, we're still fine. Because we'd always go for Heat Wave. Okay, Volt Switch, that's fine. I'm going to just go for Volt Switch here. Oh, Future Sight, my bad. I'm just going to go for a Volt Switch here. And I'm going to bring in, I think I'm going to bring in a Weavile. Even if Joe comes in, I'm just gonna go for a Heat Wave. Just try and get some chip. Zapdos isn't the most, oh, are you fucking kidding? Okay. Well, at least they gave us some time. If we can't find a game like super, okay, never mind, they join back. I'm gonna cancel real quick. Okay, thank God it canceled. Okay. For a second, I thought they were like actually leaving. Okay. So good to know, We can guarantee just go for a high jump kick here. The only switch-ins are, well, there is two psychic types. At the same time, I would much rather just go for a high jump kick because there's no immunity and it can just kill a T-Tar outright if we click it, in case my opponent wanted to sack that. Okay, so as we see, the resisted high jump kick did around 31%. I'm gonna just go for a Team Punch here. While I don't think it'll kill, I don't think my opponent's going for Scald either, so we'll get a nice chunk off for sure. So I feel like that's still our play. Okay, so we do run half. Beautiful. Okay. We'll click Zen this time just in case if for some reason a drill double. For whatever reason. Zapdos. Okay, that's fine. We'll double here into Blissey. Because Blissey can chew any hit from Bro. And Blissey will also chew any hit from Zapdos. We also have Natural Cure, so we can just teleport out if we get Toxic for some reason. Okay. So I'm going to go for a teleport here. My guess is that my opponent's going to go for Roost this turn. They really don't lose anything clicking Roost or Volt Switch, to be fair. It's really their only plays. Okay, so they actually switch out. Alright, that's fine too. We just go into Chomp here. And we just click Earthquake. Bro can't come in on us. Zapdos is also super weakened at this point. So we're actually in a really good position. Slowbro comes in. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so in the off chance that we do get a Zapdos double, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually click Earthquake again. Actually, I'm going to click Stone Edge. I'm going to bank on the hit. Zapdos? Okay, perfect. So we can save that max edge for Volcarona now, which is actually really good. Volcarona, to be fair, will probably outpace us unless if it gets a Quiver off. But if it comes in like right on me and tries to set up, oh boy, am I ready. Okay, we can go hard into Bro on this. Plan is to go hard into Bro. We're going to teleport out just to avoid any sort of sand. And then we'll just go into Medi and Fake Out. Or actually, we'll probably just go, no, we'll go into Medi and Fake Out. Because I was going to say Weavile and Ice Shard, but that's a lot more prime for Volcarona setup. Just because I'll be locked. Okay. So that's fine. We still just go for Fake Out. Oh, yeah, actually, never mind. That ran out. Okay. I'm just going to go for Zen then. I'm going to go for Zen. Worst from source T-Tar comes in. Okay, so Drill is calm. Beautiful. So, yeah, at this point in the game, we're actually pretty set. Volt comes in perfectly fine. I'm going to click Zen. Zen should do a ton of damage to Volcarona. Kills it outright. Beautiful. Yeah, even if it burned us, I really wasn't that concerned. Because we just need Weavile at this point in the game, and we got a Tear outside of T-Tar, of course. Okay, so we're going to click... Actually, we're going to go into... I think we're going to go into Chomp. And we'll just click... We'll click Continental Crush on this, I think. My opponent's team is so weak that this should do it just enough to really pressure everything, even if Rudy did switch out. So I'm going to click Crush. As we can see, that does a metric ton of damage. Okay, beautiful. We'll go into Weavile here, and I'm going to click Knock Off, because even if T-Tar does switch, and realistically, the whole team is Knock Off fodder at this point. T-Tar can't double in on this, because it's not going to take two. There's no way. Okay, beautiful. So, this is gone. That is just T-Tar and this. I'm going to just click Knock Off. If it kills, it kills. If it doesn't, I have Medi right there. Beautiful. We just kill this with T-Punch at this point. There's no way we don't. It's 24%. I refuse to believe Medi can't kill us with T-Punch. It's a broken Mega. So we're just going to click T-Punch here. Should absolutely destroy this. And then now plus Bro should die. Yep. Okay, beautiful. So yeah, this Blissey team is actually not bad. I kind of like the Blissey Sponge. To be fair, it's early on. We haven't seen the actual Blissey showcase. I will say though that I got a lot of games with Blissey earlier, and it put in its work. It definitely put it into work. I'm looking forward to getting a game where it will on screen, not off screen. Okay. So Gen 1 team, this should be pretty easy. We're going to just lead off with Weavile, and we're going to start clicking buttons. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna just click Triple Axle here. Blastoise comes in, and that's perfectly fine. Should still be not bad chip as long as we hit 3 times. 2 times. Okay, that's fine. It's leftovers, so I'm just gonna go hard Zapdos here. Flip turn. Okay. Perfectly fine. My opponent doesn't really have a good way to break this. Best case scenario will be Nidoking for them. Okay, Gengar. I'm gonna Volt Switch here. Knock off. Okay, that's fine. This feels like a Gen 1 OU team. This definitely feels like a Gen 1 OU team. I'm gonna Pursuit. I'm gonna definitely just Pursuit it. Just kill it. There we go. One less mon to worry about. Scizor? Okay, that's fine. We'll just go into Zapdos here. We should chew any hit from Scizor. Oh, you know what? Never mind. This can't be a Gen 1 OU team. There's a Scizor on it. What am I saying? That just hit me. For anyone who realized that before I did, I'm sorry. I know I sounded pretty stupid there to say the least. But yeah, we're gonna just go into Blissey here. We chew any hit. Literally, the only mon that can break this is the Scizor. So this will be fun. This will be fun. I'm gonna teleport. There's no way this isn't switched. Yep. Okay. Beautiful. We're gonna go into Medi, and we're just gonna start clicking buttons. Thunder Punch. Free. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. That's kind of annoying. I'm still gonna just Thunder... Actually, I should have went for Zen, to be fair, but eh. Okay, not a huge shield, not a huge shield. We're gonna go for Blissey here. Scizor comes in. Okay, that's fine. Really could care less about Scizor coming in. We'll go into Zapdos here. We can always fish for static, etc., etc. If he stays in, that's fine too. Superpower. Okay, yeah, we're chewing that. I'm gonna go for Roost because this mon could definitely chew like any single hit that Scizor wants to go for. And then we can just go right into Blissey, and then my opponent literally can't break this sort of pivot. Literally nothing they could do about it. Volt Switch. Okay, get care less about that. Okay, so Scizor comes in. Perfectly fine. We just go into Zapdos here. As I mentioned, my opponent literally... Okay, so Pursuit. Oh no, that did a lot of damage. That did so much damage. Yeah, we're just gonna Volt Switch here. We're gonna Heat Wave here. Okay. We're gonna go into Chomp this time. I feel like this is choiced. Yep, this is definitely choiced. We're gonna go for a... We're gonna go for Rocks. And then I'm gonna go for Continental Crush, just because it'll do more than Earthquake. And we don't really need to click it on the Pidge, I feel like, because we have a Zapdos and a Blissey. So we're not worried about the Pidge, so we're just gonna break it on this. Just try and stop this thing from spinning, of course. And it's gonna get a spin off. Okay, not a huge deal. Killed itself off anyway. So at the very least, Earthquake might not have gotten us at that chip. It probably would have, to be fair, but I don't know if it would have for certain. We're just gonna go for regular Edge. At this point, this mon is kind of expendable. Tailwind. Okay, I could care less about Tailwind. It's really just for the Nidoking, I guess. Which I can stall a Nidoking for 3 turns. I have an Ice Shard mon, I have a Fake Out mon. This should be pretty easy. We'll go into Blissey and we'll just show how much it sponges. As you can see, that's nothing, and that's a Nidoking of all things. So yeah, that should just go to show just how broken this mon is, I guess. Holy shit. Yeah, this is a Nidoking doing 20%. Certainly the most of you would have never thought you would have lived to see that day. We'll just go for Seismic Toss. I don't even... No, I'm gonna go for the 6-0. I was gonna say I don't even need to go for the 6-0, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm kind of sadistic today. So we're gonna go for the 6-0 here. We just go hard Zapdos. We just click Heat Wave. Between Rocks and Heat Wave, we should get a ton of chip on everything, and my opponent forfeits. Okay. So let's see how high we can get on the ladder with this, to be honest. As I said, Rillaboom Mag is like the only thing I'm really worried about. That core is kind of annoying. Okay, Mega God actually kind of annoying for this team. I was at a bro. This is actually like it looks like a real team. Oh shit, we're in the 13. Oh, actually, we're really high. Holy shit. Well, like really high for 1300s. Higher than I've been in that dex that I can remember. Not the 1300s is high. It's pretty low, but still. We'll go into Zapdos here. I think Zapdos' lead is super free. Only like punishing lead is Lando. It's only if it's Scarfed. Okay, sweet. We'll Volt Switch here. I realize it will probably take a lot, but I don't necessarily think that this model will have a tough time recovering versus anything on this draft. On this team, I'm so used to like playing draft. Okay, so we got a nice Volt Switch off there. And we just go into Weavile. And I think I'm gonna click Knockoff. I'm just gonna click Bandit Knockoff. It hits this whole team super well. Even if Finny gets knocked off and it like comes in, I'm fine with that. Selly comes in. Ooh, that is great. We'll go into Zapdos here and we'll just go for a Roost. Once the Selly doubles, it gives us the Roost very freely. Even if I take a Toxic, I could care less. And we get Burn. That's actually quite good for us. That sucks for my opponent because they could have possibly Toxic'd us. And that could have sucked. Like in comparison. Okay, yep. We're in a Heat Wave. I feel like the Lando is coming in right now. And if it does and we burn that, that is huge. Even if we don't burn it though, that's still a good chip on the Lando. And assuming it's not Scarfed. Yep, okay, beautiful. So we're gonna go for Heat Wave here. Does around a third, and we get the burn. Sweet, okay. So I'm gonna quite literally just stay in and Roost. If it's really slow, it's not clicking Earthquake anyway this turn. My guess though is it's either Scarfed or maybe like a fast set, like a fast Sash set. Which I don't think he would have switched it in if he was Sash. He might have, to be fair. It was still a pretty good play. Okay, he goes for U-turn here. Perfectly fine. We're just gonna go for Roost. And we'll chew like anything this wants to go for. There's nothing he could really do to us. So, yeah. Okay, we'll go into Bro here. We'll go into Bro and then we'll teleport out when this thing inevitably doesn't click U-turn. If it does, good play by my opponent. I feel like my opponent's just gonna click Powerball here. Yep, Powerball, okay. Actually, I'm gonna click Future Sight. My opponent's only switching as their Bro. And I guess Selly. But Selly will still take a substantial amount. Okay, so we know it's not choice. That's good to know. Will definitely help a lot with later. At least with like figuring out switches and all that. I'm gonna go into Chomp and I'm gonna set up an SD. This is definitely gonna click Protect here. So I'm just gonna set up an SD. Only real mon that I would be kind of scared of is the Gallade coming in, because I could just raw Ice Punch us. However, I don't think that my opponent ever makes that play, because that's such a risky play. Okay, my opponent actually does attack. Okay, so we'll go for a Continental Crush, just in case of Protect. I feel like Protect here is super obvious. +2 should still do a fair bit at least. Yeah, okay, so that's not bad. We just go for edge here. My opponent doesn't really have a switch in besides like Gallade, I guess. Or at least not a good to like resist. And even if this Mon dies, I don't really even need Guard Jump this game. It's pretty expendable here. I feel like that Guard Jump is just sort of here to just prepare the team for the Medi Weavile sweep, which is sort of what Blissey, Zapdos, Bro are also all here to do. Okay, so we're just gonna click Edge again, to be honest. I have no reason not to. That Lando or that Selly are obviously coming in right now. So I'm just gonna click Edge and just kill them off. I literally lose nothing clicking them. My only play, if anything, is clicking Edge, in my opinion. So yeah, we'll just go for it, and we will see what happens. I feel like, okay, so Bro actually comes in. That was a good play too, to be fair. Bro was a fine switch. I'm gonna click Earthquake here. I feel like the Bro teleports out. It never switches out. Yeah, okay, beautiful. Okay, so we've gotten a ton of chip on like everything at this point, which is great. The only exception is like the Gallade, but everything else has taken a substantial amount of chip. At the very least, like even Lando is like burned and just above half. Cinderace is just around half. Finny is around half. Bro is under half. So we've gotten in a good position now. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go into Medi, and I'm gonna click Zen. I have literally no reason to click anything besides Zen here, because even if Bro did come in, I'd T-punch it next turn. And 2 Zens would probably even take Bro out at this point. So we'll just go for Zen here. Selly's definitely gonna get fucked by it. Everything is gonna get fucked by it. So we'll see what happens. My guess is that Bro kind of has to come in here. If not Selly, maybe Selly gets sacked. I could see that too. I don't think Finny comes in though, because it's gonna take like 40%. And I feel like that would just be a bad switch, and he actually goes Finny. Okay. So we even just kill it. Okay. I thought it would have taken it better, I'm not gonna lie, but we'll take that. Dead. That works too. Okay. So Gallade comes in. Ooh. Okay, we'll just go hard into Zapdos here, try and get that static. Okay, beautiful. We're gonna go for Roost, and then I'll go for Volt Switch no matter what next turn, and then we'll bring in Weavile, because that Volt Switch should be nice. Okay, so we actually got the static. Okay, then I can't bring in Weavile. I can, however, to Volt Switch to Bro, and then teleport into Weavile, but I can't bring in Weavile anymore because of that para. Oh, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Actually, it's still fine that we got the para, but just we can't do what I wanted to do, which isn't a big deal, as I said. We'll go for Future Sight here, just to apply a bit of pressure. Maybe force some unfavorable switch-ins. Okay, flinch. That's fine. I'm not going to make or break anything. This thing clearly can't touch us. Bro comes in. Okay, we'll teleport here. We'll teleport into Zapdos, I think, because I feel like that this Bro... Well, if we... Okay, now I'm going to go Weavile. I was going to say, if my opponent teleported there, I would have done it. I'm going to just go for knockoff, though. Literally 0 switching on the team. 0 Mon that outpaces us either. We know the Cinderace isn't Scarfed, which is the one thing I want to scout for. Lando, if it is, it's gonna have to. It's not gonna kill us with like a burned U-turn. Okay. So I'm just gonna still click knockoff, to be honest. If it is Scarf Lando, I'm really not that scared. Okay, so yeah, as we see, Scarf Lando doesn't do anything. So now we'll switch out, and then we'll just bring in Weavile after and clean. As I said, Weavile kind of cleaned this game. The game was all setting up for Medi Weavile. So beautiful. Okay. So we have time for at least 1, maybe 2 more games. We'll see what happens. It depends on how long this next game is. We have Fat, so I'm not really sure if we'll get 2 more games, but we might. So yeah, I'm kind of curious. Okay, so this looks like an unteam. This looks like a Medi fodder. Besides Mag. Mag is broken. Okay, how high is this guy's rating? 12. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. We're almost in the 1400s. I might just go to 1400s and just see what happens. Regardless, though, I think I always just lead off with, I want to say I lead off with Zapdos. I think Zapdos is pretty free here. Okay, perfect. We just get a really nice Heat Wave here. I could Volt Switch to be there between Gliscor and then also Main. I don't know if I want to do that, especially when I could possibly burn the Gliscor. So I think I always just click Heat Wave here. Surf doesn't really break us anyway. Can't even glare us. So I don't really have a reason to not. Best thing is could do, as I said, best thing is could do is literally Subseed. Well, as I was going to say, I didn't actually say it, but that's literally like the best thing I could have done. My guess is that Gliscor, okay, so he actually goes Gren. That's fine too, we go hard Blissey. We finally get a Gren matchup so we can throw Blissey and recklessly to the win. To be fair, we had that with the Nido, so it's not like we haven't showed it off yet, but you know, this is literally the Mon it was like S rank 4. This in like, okay, perfect. We're gonna get to show off. We're gonna get to show off a bit. I'm gonna S-toss, because it's clearly just gonna go for subs. I can just S-toss until it dies, and it can't break me. It legitimately can't break me. The only thing it could do is if it has synthesis. If it has synthesis, I can't have to worry. Okay. So it's okay. This person clearly does not know how Contra works, nor do they know how Coil works. Because no sane person would have made that play if they did. I'll take it, but it's just super funny. It's super funny that they thought that's how it worked. And they're this rank in the ladder, and they haven't figured that out. It's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so as you can see though, we want to view on the SERP. SERP being especially just as a general mon, a really, really good just breaker especially, and we just kind of destroyed it. So yeah, Zapdos is definitely our most expendable one. I'm just gonna click Heatwave here. If it's Scarfed, it's Scarfed. If it's not, okay, so it is Scarfed. Or at the very least, it's Jolly. Or, actually, no, it doesn't need to be Jolly. It could be Adamant. Alright, well, regardless, though, I think I just go into... Medi. I just click Fake Out. I definitely just click Fake Out here. It's -2. It's going to take, like, half. Well, it's going to take, like, 70. If my opponent goes into Mag, I can go for HJK on it. I should kill. Gren will take, like, half. Main will probably take, like, a third. Gliscor will just get Zen next turn. So I don't really have a reason to not click Fake Out this turn. Everything gets at least a decent chunk on it done. I'm going to start timer though, because this person's taking a bit long, and I feel like they might just drop the timer if I'm being honest. Which if they do, I will definitely get one more game, even if they like drop the timer later, because I don't want to end on a game like that. But yeah, no, I feel like my opponent can't really do anything at this point, because they're going to kind of just pick and choose what they want to get rid of, in my opinion. Which is fine by me. I'm certainly not against that by any means. But yeah, no, I feel like this kind of just tears. I can't really see what my opponent actually can do for this. So I'm kind of curious just of what my opponent will do. If it gets to like the 60-second mark, what I'll do is I'll find another game, but I want to at least give a bit longer because I don't want to be in 2 games if at all possible. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So let's see. So we still haven't counted down at all. All right, no big deal. We will give it a bit longer, and as I said, if not, then we will find a new game. So we have 30 seconds left. So yeah, I'm gonna just find another game. This is taking too long, and I'm getting to that point where I'm starting to run out of things to say. This person's clearly not gonna make another move. Okay. So this should be easy enough. Perfect. We're just going to lead off with Weavile. Okay, so they actually did make a play. All right, not a huge deal. We just go for Zen. Gliscor's not going to touch us. Worst I can do is Facade. We'll knock off this. I don't really need Weavile anyway. Okay, I'm going to go hard Weavile. U-turn. Okay, actually, that was a good play by them. That was a really good play. Okay, we'll go Zap here. And from here, I'm just going to click Heatwave. Just try and kill us so I can then defog later. Rock's gone. We'll go hard and do Blissey here. Blissey should chew any hit. Literally, as you can see, chewed any hit. We're gonna go for defog. Okay, I don't actually mind having a Scarf on Zapdos. That's actually really good here. We'll just go into Blissey. Blissey's a sponge. Luckily, we didn't let Blissey get tricked. I think I kind of have to sack Bro. We might actually lose this game. I'm not gonna lie, because this mon is kind of annoying. I'm gonna go into Weavile here, and I'm just gonna triple Axle. If it's Scarfed, good play by my opponent, but I'm pretty sure it's banned. I'm almost certain it's banned. But we're sacking all our Solar Mons at least, so we're getting some nice chip. Okay, perfectly fine. We go into Blissey here, and then we go for, hopefully this doesn't click U-turn. Doesn't, perfect. We can go for Soft Boil here. Even if it gets 5 hits, it's perfectly fine. I don't mind this. Ooh, Plot, fuck, that's kind of annoying. We'll go for, okay, it's actually, that's garbage. Okay, well, that's fine. I'll go for a Teleport here. Beautiful. Nice and slow pivot. That's why I love Teleport. Because now we can just bring in Medi, and we get a free high jump kick. Because they switch out versus Weavile. There's no way they would have done that if they didn't, like, if they weren't banned. We'll go for a Teleport here. And Medi gets a free high jump kick. Okay. Perfectly fine. We just go for Zen this turn. Zen should kill. And it doesn't. Great. That sucks. We're going to go into... We're just going to go for Zen. I think the best way to hit me is U-turn. Yep. Beautiful. Okay, so this is pretty chip now, which is great. Because unless it comes in on Blissey, it's not going to heal up again. For here, we'll just click T-Punch. Okay, so it's X. Fuck. Okay. Not a huge deal. We have Bro. I'm gonna future sight, and then we can go for fake out spam. Okay, so this person clearly doesn't. Okay. We'll sack here. We'll teleport just in case. And then, yep, Medi. Okay. For here we just go Blissey, and then we're just gonna go for soft boil, literally until they miss or until they switch. Actually, I could. Now I'm gonna teleport. I'm definitely gonna teleport now. I don't have a reason to not go for teleport. For here, I'm gonna click Zen. This is adamant. Okay. Well, now we just go into our Zapdos, and we just go for a Volt Switch. Because even if they kill us, yep, that's fine. We just go for a fake out. This was Sash, so I don't think it does protect. Even if it does, it's fine. I have a Weavile later on that I can just go into. Teleport, beautiful. So we just go for high jump kick now. Something will die. We're hitting the team pretty chipped at least, so we're not necessarily in a lost position yet. This team at least. This team is at least pretty finished. We just high jump kick here. Weavile at worst just cleans, but I don't think we even need to go into Weavile because I'm pretty sure Medi just cleans. Man, this person was so right. It is too easy for this. Truly a shame that my opponent thought it was actually gonna be that easy. Okay, so for here we go into Blissey. My opponent's losing a lot of ways to break. This is the only way that I could possibly see his Gliscor. Which, on the Gliscor note, I'm gonna teleport. Even if I click Facade, I was fine with this because we go into Weavile. Triple Axle is free because even Gren will die at this point. Okay, Mag, that's fine. We just go into Blissey. My opponent's gonna have to click Full Switch here. If they click anything else, we just get a very, very free turn with Soft Boil. Full Switch, okay, that's fine. I don't mind that. We're still getting a nice chip on Mag. It's obviously AV. I'm gonna go for Soft Boil here, and then I'm gonna go for Teleport. Okay, so yeah, we can actually Soft Boil spam. Actually, no, I'm not gonna risk in case this is SD. For some reason or another, I'll go for like one more. Actually, I'll go for a couple more. I do need to make sure I can take hits from like Gren. So we'll teleport now. We can definitely take hits now, unless we get crit. If we get crit, it's kind of screwing us over. Beautiful. We'll go for Triple Axle. If we get 3 hits, then we're in a good position because Mag no longer switching, which is great. So we'll just go for Axle here. If Gliscor dies, then I think that we just win with Medi. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So Medi can probably win us the game. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to sack our Weavile. Okay. That's fine. At this point, my opponent actually can't break this mon anymore, to be honest. So we're just going to go for Seismic Toss plus Soft Boil spam. This is pretty free at this point. Now that my opponent has actually sold my, has actually thrown their Gliscor. We're going to go for T-Wave, just in case this thing wants to go for, like, anything. We'll go for Soft Boil now, and then we'll just go for Seismic Toss at this point. Now we can make sure that we're not going to get, like, cheesed or anything. In case this for some reason wasn't a shiftier set, and it had, like, something plus a Volt Switch, we'll go for Soft Boil, and then we'll go for S-Toss, and now we win the game. My opponent literally can't do anything about this, because Manectric has no way to boost, and it was doing, like, 15 to us, and Gren cannot kill us in one hit. It is nothing to kill us in one hit. Even if it crit there, it was doing, like, 50% at most. So yeah. So, as I mentioned, I think Blissey actually kind of deserves the rank now that I've played a lot more of the meta. We've somehow carried up today to like 1400s, which is pretty cool, to be honest. So I'll link this team down below. It'll be at the top of the description if you guys want it. If you guys did enjoy it, leave a like down below, comment, subscribe if you're new. Tomorrow we're going to have a discussion video. And with that said, I'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys.